Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On the return, it's Rodgers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Foles. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Back to Taylor on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Foles. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packers offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
16 more on that one and another 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. second down, it's Taylor. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Rob, 3 completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. And that is incomplete.
Got some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alie-Cox. He's got the 1st down and more. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. This offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game, because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. You've got those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'll tell you one, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 5. 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Foles. Forced out to him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles finding Pittman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's complete to Pierce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Foles throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 54 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Rodgers to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. It's just terrific situational play to end this one.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game